Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a great and wonderful day, and I hope my videos will be happy for you. Well, we're going to have an interesting video. Now, normally I am not all for shooting people for a lot of good reasons. Normally, I think you would need a good reason to shoot people, and I still think this is not necessarily a good reason to shoot people. However, I am more on the understanding of if you're going to be stupid and you're going to cause other people misery, pain, and annoyance, then maybe you might get what comes to you. And finally, people are getting fed up. And this 77-year-old man has finally decided that enough is enough. Literally, probably what he said. So we're going to get into this. We have this here. A motorist who shot dead 2 environmental protesters blocking a road is retired U.S. lawyer, 77, with a conviction for illegal possession of firearms. Government declared this ends here before opening fire. What a based, mad lad. Now, some people are going to be going in the comments or whatever saying, oh, you're an asshole. Why do you cheer for death or why are you defending this man? The only reason why I am somewhat defending this man is because the environmentalists, these protesters, are an annoyance and a roach on the rest of society. They want you to bend to their will and have everybody else have to suffer for their stupid protests. Say, for instance, if your son is in dire need of dire need to be in the hospital, or somebody's severely sick, or what have you, or you need to go to work, or any of these needs, they are removing your ability to do these things and have to force everybody to coincide for them for their dumbass protest. I'm not against protesting. However, I am against people sitting in the road protesting and causing annoyance for everybody else involved. It is horribly annoying. Because this was just going to happen. This was a fact. This is just fact. Eventually, you're going to piss off the wrong person, and this is what's going to happen. You are going to piss off somebody that does this, and now this is what happens. A motorist who shot dead 2 environmental protesters blocking a road in Pentana Tuesday is a retired American lawyer, it has been revealed. Kenneth Darlington, 77, appeared before a judge in the town of LA Espeka on Wednesday afternoon, and after a 2-hour hearing was remanded in custody. According to local media, the Panamanian-born U.S. citizen who was seen in both video and pictures shooting dead 2 teachers blocking a road on a highway has a previous conviction for illegal possession of a firearm. It is understood he declared this ends here before walking up to the railroad to the roadblock on a section of the Pan American Highway in the Chain District and getting into a heated argument with a group of men that included the 2 victims. In front of a large photographers and television crews there to film the protest, he then gunned down the 2 men. Eliezer Passet, a lawyer for the 2 victims, said Darlington was being charged with murder and illegal possession of a gun. TVN Notice reported. However, local media has reported he could avoid jail time because of his age. And probably he should, considering the fact that, he doesn't have much time left. He's 77. He doesn't have enough time for this crap and anything else that's been going on. So we have this here. The protesters who have for 3 weeks campaigning against the Panamanian government's agreement for the Canadian firm to run Central America's biggest open-pit copper mine for at least 20 years. The mine is an environmentally sensitive area. Darlington, who lived in the exclusive Platilla district of Panama City, got struck in traffic by the protesters who had set up a roadblock on the highway about 55 miles west of Panama City, the country's capital. He reportedly told other bouncers in the car as he got out, "This ends today." Video and pictures show how he stormed up the road from his car or to the roadblock and starts arguing with the group, mostly made up of teachers. He then takes a handgun out of his pocket and then begins clearing the barricade on the motorway, still arguing with the protesters. TV reported that Darlington asked several teachers who the leaders of the demonstration were. The protesters' teachers told him that they were no leaders, so he replied, "I don't want to talk to women. I want to talk to men." At the court hearing, it was heard that a few men were at the scene, and 3 of them approached him in an attempt to calm the situation. This could be seen in the footage of the incident leading up to the shootings. The three men, two in black t-shirts and one in red, confront the man. One of the demonstrators could be heard saying, "Why don't you shoot?" Others shouted at the man, "Are you going to kill someone?" To which he replied, "Do you want to be the first?" according to reports. After remonstrating with the protesters, Darlington is then seen to open fire. The first victim seen in the footage wearing a black t-shirt, blue hat, and carrying a flag fell to the ground immediately. As the man in the red blacks away, Darlington opens fire again, hitting the other man wearing a black t-shirt. He can be seen holding his shoulder, grimacing in pain, and struggling over to the side of the road where he falls down. One of the victims, Abdel Diaz, died at the scene, according to the Times. The other victim, Ivan Rodriguez, 62, was taken to the Tuan Vega Mendez clinic in the nearby town of San Carlos, but was dead on arrival at the hospital. He then got into the car and told a woman reported to his girlfriend, "Let's go." She replied, "We're not leaving." TVN reports that the woman then called national police agents who later stopped the car and seized the firearm. Footage shared on social media showed Darlington being handcuffed and taken away by police. However, if he is convicted, the 77-year-old could be sentenced to house arrest and no jail time on account of his age, according to local reports. The president of Panama, Lieutenant Cortezo, sent his condolences to the dead protester families, saying that such a crime has no place in this country. Local media reported that Darlington, who was born in the Panama province of Colón, was attempting to drive back to the interior of the country after various errands in the city of La Coruña when he came across the roadblock. Darlington will next appear in court in Panama City on November 15th. He was arrested in 2005 after weapons, including an AK-47 and M16, were found in Panama City apartment, but was acquitted after a court accepted his plea that the weapons were part of a collection. So everything else is not really relevant because, they're trying to make him be like as a bad guy here, and that's not the case. I mean, he's still a bad guy for shooting dead these two people, obviously, but again, I'm not going to say that people are getting fed up with this crap. He was employed as a spokesman for Mark Harris, a Panama accountant who was jailed for 17 years in 2004 after being convicted of money laundering and tax evasion. Well, now that's not good. The deaths come as street protests by thousands of Panamanians during the past week over a mining contract signed with Canadian mining firm First Quantum Minerals, spilled into wilder discontent with the government. That's pretty much what's happening. And roadblocks set up by protesters have caused up to $80 million in daily losses to businesses, according to Management Association of Company executives, with schools closed nationwide for over a week and more than 150,000 medical appointments missed. So, yeah, these people are annoying. These people are horrible. And I'm going to be honest. It's hard to not defend this guy because I'm getting sick of these environmental protesters as well. They have, as you can see, they have caused enormous late appointments, people being suffering because people need to, they have a job, especially with nurses and stuff like that. And the fact of the matter is that, what do you do? Because people have lives, and to interrupt people's lives for something petty as an environment is really, really annoying. You're not going to have me going defending people for destructing people's lives. And when the police officer rammed the police officer in Nevada, like about a month ago, for all that stuff, kudos to them. And people are finally getting fed up with the protesters. They're sick and tired of it. If you want to be stupid, then get stupid results. And the government's getting tired of it in some other areas too, where they're using giant water hoses and stuff like that to push the protesters away. It's really, really, really annoying to deal with these people. Like, if you want to protest in a city or somewhere else on the sidewalk or on the side of the road, and not in the middle of the road, disrupting traffic and everybody else involved. When are people going to stop bothering other people? Every time with these leftists, it's not about what other people want or caring about other people. It's what they want, what they care for, and if you do not abide by their rules, then they will make your life miserable. And now, when people are finally fighting back, it's a problem. No. I am not saying this guy should have killed them. Not by any means. but I completely understand on why he did so. Because his life, his appointments, his job, or etc. were under the duress of these people. And, of course, all these people are being nice for not running them over. We need to stop doing this stuff. The police need to start coming here and dismantling. I mean, the police in Nevada did, so good job on them. But this is getting atrocious. This is getting annoying. And, honestly, I don't feel bad for the 2 people that are dead, because if you're going to go and disrupt people's lives because of fucking some stupid environmental protest, then I don't know. I don't feel bad for them. They did this purposely. Now, it would be different if they were on the side of the road and protesting and not disrupting people. But they were disrupting people, making people's lives worse, making people late to appointments, hospital visits, their job that they need to feed their family. Forcing people to do things is not the correct way of doing things. You should try to debate them in a logical manner and try to change their opinion that way. Not forcefully, not by having ultimatums, by having genuine conversation. And doing this is something that is not the right way. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. This is algorithmic disease, the social media.